So I'm in a mock draft earlier this month, and somebody drafted LeBron James with the first pick in a fantasy basketball draft. And I thought to myself, like, yo, I didn't even think it to myself. Honestly, I was thinking out loud. I was like, yo, what are you doing, bro? Like, what the heck? Like, what are you on, my guy? Like, I was scolding this dude. And I thought about it. Does he know something that I don't? Is LeBron going to be on another level? Can he take it up to another level at 39 years old? I don't know if he can, but I know it is something that's worth discussing because LeBron James has been a staple of the first round in fantasy basketball for years. But he's now heading into that second round territory, and I'm just trying to figure out where we should pick him. In this episode, we will be conducting a 12-team points league mock draft on ESPN from the seventh position. This is the Game Pick Fantasy Basketball Podcast. I'm your host, Robin Marks. You can connect with me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Game Pick Podcast and at Robin Marks. If you love fantasy sports, please consider subscribing, give this episode a like, hit the bell to turn on notifications so you don't miss any of these fantasy gems. We release new episodes every single week, and for the month of July, we'll be going live every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. If you need help, drop a comment with your question, and we will answer every single comment for this episode. Now, I already got ESPN loaded up. And it moves fast. We got a little bit of time there. Let's take a look and see who we got in terms of people joining us in the draft because we've had some of our folks. Oh, we got Team Able here right now with us. The big thing with drafting, guys, especially when you're doing these live mock drafts, is that we want to have people show up. So I know that this 5:30 a.m. slot on Tuesday and Thursday is tough. But please try to pull up for the 11 p.m. Sunday night mock draft. I would note that this Sunday, the 30th, the upcoming draft that we have is actually going to be an actual live dynasty draft. It's going to be the Game Pick Dynasty League. We had a league that launched last year, which was really cool. And I'll share a quick story. I was a little busy, right? So I had a lot on my plate at the time and didn't really. Oh, I got Andy in the building. What up, Andy? What's good, Andy? So yeah, we had a really dope group of guys that were playing. Everyone was competitive. Yo, it was lit. We had a really fun dynasty league. But again, I was super busy and I was like, listen, I don't have time to like really manage the team, the league. I don't really have time to manage the league in terms of being a commissioner. So I asked for some help. And one of our most loyal, when I talk about loyal, this guy had been around with us since the beginning. Like he was like game pick when we had like 3 followers. He was one of the people. So he was like, yo, I'll help out. I'll be a commissioner. I asked the league, I was like, yo, you guys want to, are you guys okay with this? Because I believe this could be a good look. Everyone was on board. Everyone was like, yeah, let's let this guy be our commissioner. He was the commissioner. We get into the playoffs. He's competing. And then let me make sure I get into this draft room because I'll talk your ear off and miss the daggone draft. Okay, so the draft starts in 34 seconds. Long story short, yo, the guy loses in the playoffs and ends up deleting the whole league. Yeah, that happened. Crazy town. I shake my head to this day about that one. Like he lost. And your man deleted the whole league. He said, I'm taking my ball home and I'm going home. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home, and then I'm gonna blow up the gym. Oh God! All right, the draft is on and popping. Let's get it. Luka Doncic is first on the board. I love it. Then we got Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Joel Embiid, Jason Tatum. We are up. People on the board: Tyrese Halliburton, James Harden, Damian Lillard, Steph Curry, Domantas Sabonis, LeBron James. Ooh, should I take LeBron in the first round? I will not. I'm going to go ahead and, because I just can't bring myself to draft Tyrese Halliburton, I'm going to draft me some daggone Steph Curry. So we got Tyrese Halliburton goes next. Then we got James Harden. Then we got Damian Lillard. Then we got LaMelo Ball. Anthony Davis goes with the 12th pick, top of the first. Look, LeBron James is in the first round. I'm back up again. Right now, I'm looking at Donovan Mitchell, Pascal Siakam, Victor Wembanyama, Devin Booker, Kyrie Irving, Anthony Edwards looks interesting to me. Jalen Brunson. But I'm going to go ahead and grab Spider here. I don't typically grab Spider, but I'm going to go for it. So after LeBron, we had Domantas Sabonis, Trae Young, Morant, Mitchell, Pascal Siakam, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama, Devin Booker, Kyrie Irving, DeMar DeRozan. After DeMar, we have Anthony Edwards. Love that pick. Fred Van Vliet, Jimmy Butler, Kristaps Porzingis, Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson. I'm up again. I'm looking for Karl Anthony Towns in this area. If he's still, let me check and see if he's there. Karl Anthony Towns is there. I'll take Karl Anthony Towns in the third round. And again, people are down on Karl Anthony Towns. He had a really sucky season last year, so it makes a lot of sense. For me, I still have faith, and I believe that'll be tons of value for me long term. Where he's going right now in drafts, I think that's going to be tons of value. I'm up again. Let's take a look at Bradley Beal, Paul George, Zach LaVine, Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson Jr. Very interesting. But I'm a Paul George guy. If he's healthy, man, he's my guy. I'm gonna just have to go for it. Let's get back to the recap really quick. So we had Butler, Porzingis, Jaylen Brown, who just inked the largest deal in NBA history, which is crazy. Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, Drew Holiday, DeJounte Murray, Leonard, Randall, Vucevic, Markkanen, Williamson, Adebayo, Ingram, Garland goes with the 5th pick in the 4th round. Paul George, Bradley Beal, Levine, McCollum, Bain, Jackson, Murray, Paul, Mobley. I'm up again. Scary Terry is here. Mikal Bridges, Chris Middleton, Scotty Barnes, Rudy Gobert, and Chet Holmgren. Man, I'm reaching for Chet. I'm sorry. I got to. Because I think this guy, people are really crazy about Wemby right now, and I get it. It's a lot of buzz around him, but he might not be the rookie of the year this year. It might be your man Chet. So I'm up again. Cade Cunningham is staring me in my face. Cade Cunningham is somebody you guys want to move up your points league's rankings. He's ranked 67th here. I would take him a whole round earlier if I had to. I love Cade Cunningham here. I'm really curious to see what he's going to do in a Monty Williams system. We shall see. Let's get back to the recap. I think I was up to Levine, McCollum, Bain, Jaren Jackson, Turner at the 12th pick in the 4th round, top of the 5th, Jamal Murray, Paul, Mobley, Claxton, Giddey, Williams, Chet Holmgren, yeah. 7th pick in the 5th round, Rozier, Ayton, Bridges, Middleton, Lopez, Gobert, Barnes, Dinwiddie. One time we did an event in my job. My guy, Spencer Dinwiddie, showed up to feed our kids. one of my staff members called him Spencer Dinwiddie. It was so bad. I'm up again. I got Anthony Simons, OG Anunoby, Scoot Henderson. I'm going to just grab me some OG. After Dinwiddie, we had Jarrett Allen with the 4th pick in the 6th round, Porter Jr., Cunningham, Pirtle, Şengün, Hero, Kuzma, Vassell. Jabari Smith Jr. goes, with the 12th pick in the 6th round. That is interesting. We'll come back to that. Next up, I got some options here, including Walker Kessler. Ooh, man, I should reach for him. It's him or Jalen Green. What do you guys think? Man, I'm going to have to just go with Jalen Green. I mean, hopefully he'll come back to me. I don't think he will, but I want Walker Kessler. After Jabari Smith Jr., we have Paolo Banchero, Russell Westbrook. As D'Angelo Russell Westbrook. Andrew Wiggins with the 4th pick in the 7th round. Maxey, Grant, Anunoby, Gordon, Hield, Capella, Anthony Simons, Scoot, Clay, Franz, Keldon, Wendell Carter, Nurkic, Jalen Green, Aubrey Jr., Washington, Porter Jr., Trey Jones, Harris, Tobias, that is, Amin Thompson, Christian Wood, Draymond Green, Conley, Bojan Bogdanovic, Brandon Miller. I am up. Did he make it back to me? There he is. Oh my gosh. Yes. Man, I am a Walker stalker. I love me some Kessler because he's the best, huh? Yeah. That's a win right there, boy. I'm loving this draft so far. I'm not crazy about Curry with my first pick, but I take Curry before LeBron, even though they both quite ancient. That's the only thing I'm kind of is not the modern era of fantasy basketball. Next up, we got, this is where it kind of gets ugly. Oh, let's go youth here. We're going to go Jalen Williams. We're going to go some youth here. Jalen Williams from the OKC Thunder. Team him up with my main man, Chet. That is my least favorite pick, I'll say. But people like Jalen Williams. People like him. People are like, yo, he's that dude in Dynasty. You want to take him. You want to draft him. How they got Kemba Walker? They got Kemba Walker over here? Yo, Kemba Walker is literally in Europe. He's playing in Monaco, I think. Making more money than he would ever make in the NBA. Next up is Scary Hours, guys. It is ugly down here. 17 seconds left. It is ugly down here. I'm gonna just go with my man Norman Powell. Oh, no, Tyus Jones. I like Tyus Jones. I'm comfortable with that pick. I think Tyus Jones, and I've spoken about this on numerous occasions. When Ja Morant was out, your man Tyus Jones balled. So if they really give him the keys to the car and let him be the starting point guard that we think he can be, man, he's gonna be a consistent fantasy contributor. Next up, we got I got Norman Powell I'm looking at. I'm not drafting Kyle Lowry. I'm sorry. Maybe Keegan Murray can be interesting. We'll take Keegan Murray here. And Keegan Murray had a decent rookie season, and he might be due for a leap in his second year. So I think that's something I'm worth gambling on with my my 12th pick in a draft. And I'm approaching my last pick right now, starting to size up some players. Who could we end with? I haven't drafted a rookie yet, so that's something I'm thinking about. Anthony Black is still here. We also have, it looks like Anthony Black might be. I like Tari Eason. Tari Eason is not a rookie, but is somebody I really want to see what happens with him in Washington. So let's just take Tari Eason. Boom. There you have it. So we won't do a recap on all of the later round picks, but we will do a recap of my team. Oh my goodness, check this out. I think I killed it this one. Let me know in the comments. Give me a GOAT rating of up to 5, so you can put 1 GOAT, 2 GOATs, 3, 4, 5 GOATs. Let me know what you think. I think this is a 4 GOAT draft. This might even be a 5, like a 4 GOAT worthy draft. With my first pick, I grabbed Steph Curry. I'm not mad at that. Again, not my favorite. I would prefer to have someone like Luka, Giannis, Jokic, even Embiid in the first round. I had the opportunity to take LaMelo. I'm just not there with LaMelo right now. And I think Steph Curry is going to be coming out with a vengeance this year. So I'm going to go Steph Curry. Second pick, Donovan Mitchell. Not a player I am high on at all, but last year's fantasy performance is undeniably great. And if he can bring even 80 to 90% of what he was last season, I think that second round is tons of value for Spider. Then Karl Anthony Towns, the man that people are sleeping on. I love Karl Anthony Towns in the third round. I would even look at him in the second, but that might be a little crazy considering where his rankings are. But I believe in Karl Anthony Towns. I do think he's a little arrogant. He did say, "Oh, I'm the greatest shooting big man." Like, come on, man. Come on. Like, we got to be off that. Like, let people tell you how great you are. Stop talking about how great you are. You can talk about that with your boys. Don't go on a podcast doing that. Speaking of podcasts, I believe the podcast he said that on was the Paul George podcast, Podcast P, who I took with my fourth pick. Then I took Chet Holmgren, Cade Cunningham. Ooh, I love that pick. Then I took OG Anunoby, who had a great season last year. I think he can do it again. Jalen Green, I need to see what he's going to do. I know for a points league, he has a points league friendly game, but it remains to be seen what they're going to do with all of those assets in the backcourt in Houston. Walker Kessler. Oh my gosh. I am a Walker stalker. I love this guy. I think that he's going to kill in all formats, honestly. But specifically for points leagues, I think he's going to be a double-double machine. He's going to get you some blocks. Loving me some Walker Kessler. Jalen Williams, not sure what's going to happen with him. I know at the tail end of last season, he went off. And I think that's why people are really eyeing him in Dynasty. For me, I'm not quite a believer yet, but I'm willing to take a shot at it to see if he can bring back some value. And then Tyus Jones, ooh, I love this guy. I think that he is going to be solid. Not going to be like a first round, second round value at all. He's going to be a consistent staple on your roster. Then we have Keegan Murray, love it. And then I ended with Tariq Eason. That is my team. That is my team. Feeling really good about that. And I think that we can actually go with a 4 GOAT rating. But again, let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. This episode has been brought to you by the Fantasy Sports Shop on Etsy. Grab your exclusive fantasy sports swag today. And if you have ideas for the next drop, just let us know in the comment section of this episode. Also, this month in July, we will give away a shirt to one of our community members. To enter, all you have to do is comment the words "free shirt." To take a look, all you have to do is visit bit.ly/the fantasy sports shop. If you're looking for a community that will help you win your fantasy championship, all you have to do is join our private Discord server of over 1,200 fantasy basketball fanatics. To join, all you have to do is visit bit.ly/game pick podcast to sign up for free. Again, if you need help or advice, drop your questions in the comment section of this episode. I promise I will answer every single comment for this show. And don't forget, play the waivers, set your lineups, and follow Game Pick, you freaking fantasy nerd. Check out the next episode. Peace.